Hello, and welcome to the Lost Episodes, the series in which we tie up the loose ends left during our journey on Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor, and today we're back in the War Room of Annak-khurfu as we will be doing missions. So missions were introduced with War of Three Peaks Update 28 as another alternative for, well, let's say in-game content, although it's open for pretty much everyone from level 20 upwards. And well, it was a new system introduced with this update, and they introduced it with a massive 80 new missions to do. And on top of that, well, they also introduced a new faction, the Gabil'akkâ, which has 4 or 5 tiers of reputation, and every time you tier up the reputation, you unlock a new story, a new storyline. So we'll do our best to hit max rep with the Gabil'akkâ, and so that I can show you that quest line to you as well. But I think on this episode we're gonna focus entirely on the other missions, the 80 missions, repeatable missions introduced with War of Three Peaks. Before we get started though, there are a couple of wrap requests that we can get just to get some extra goodies, really. The Gabil'akkâ, the unified army of Dwarves, has need of your assistance in the ongoing war effort. Before you, there are a wide array of missions that are required to assist in our cause. Seek out and complete these missions and return for a token of our esteem. Pretty much self-explanatory. We have need of your assistance in completing a series of missions for the ongoing war effort. The Gabil'akkâ, the unified army of Dwarves, has been making headway towards Gondor, but their troops are spread too thin to accomplish all that is needed to be done. Seek out and complete several of these missions to assist our efforts. And lastly, we have need of your assistance in completing a series of missions. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. So we will be talking to Hórin and Scout-master Ausma for these missions. And every time we unlock a new reputation tier, Glóin will have that quest line for us. So as I was saying, we have 80 new missions and they rotate on a daily basis. So you can do 8 missions per day. So it's 10 days of missions in order to do them all. But there are very good rewards at the end of it. So I would very much recommend to you to do this at least once. Potentially more. As I say, the rewards I think are really good. So let's begin with Hórin. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Stormwall. They have found the ruins of a realm with cold worms in their nests. Had my scouts more time, they would have destroyed some of the nests. We must return to properly rid these beasts from this place. We cannot allow any of the Frost Horde to claim a hold in Ered Mithrim. And as you see here, these missions will also take you back to some of the locations you have already visited. The Dwarven related locations. So let us begin. Within the ruins of Stormwall, cold worms have begun nesting in the vacant lair of Etterfang. Your mission is to clear out the cold worm nesting grounds at the ruins of Stormwall. And in this twist, Hrimmel's chosen, the monster commander in this mission will attempt to summon blizzards. Yeah, that's a pain. Oh, a Warden. I hadn't seen one of these. Awesome. So, well, let us go to the mission now. We have a lot of things to do, and I think we have already taken enough time getting this episode started. You gotta destroy nests. So I think what we're gonna do is... yeah, we're gonna gather up as many of these worms as we can. As we look for all the nests. And I've been thinking, well, as much as I would like to show you all 80 missions in one single episode, I don't think that's feasible like that. I mean, these missions take between 2 to 5 minutes each. So that's at least 3 or 4 hours of of content. So yeah, I think I'll need to split this in 3, 4, maybe even more episodes. We'll see. Once again, something really worth doing. I don't remember the exact rewards for everything, but I do remember that when you complete the 80 missions in Gundabad, well, in Gundabad, no, in Elderslate, sorry, when you complete the 80 missions in here, technically in Elderslate, even though they are taking us to many other regions of the map, but when you complete all those 80 missions, you will complete a deed that will award you 10,000 Virtue XP. And that is something that I think it's really worth doing because it's not that usual for that much Virtue XP to be awarded. I always struggle finding the last nest. Jeez. Alright. Mission complete. So, we have a Dwarf Scout that has come in here. But we are not getting the chest with the marks of the Gabil'akkâ because that is a reward reserved for level cap characters. What a shame. Oh, I was hoping we could get some of those tokens. Great work, Beriathan. With the nest destroyed, let us return and report your success to Hórin. Something else you gotta do every time you finish a mission, which didn't take too long this time, you gotta wait for everything to load so that you can turn in a quest. Maybe you'll see what I mean in a moment. Well done! With many of the nests destroyed and cold worms defeated, we should be able to regain a hold on Stormwall soon enough. You have done well. We have, okay, completed missions. We have unlocked 2 daily quests, but I think needed missions, the War of Three Peaks. Yeah. The 80 missions you see here, but well, we have some cloaks, a title, but most importantly the 10,000 Virtue XP that we can get, and a mountain of missions. Well, completing, I don't know how many tiers there are, 3, 4, 5 of them. Completing all those tiers would also get you extra Virtue XP, so there's a lot of XP to be gained in here basically. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. Shattermunsu, the abandoned fort in Duskenvale, had been quiet since the departure of the Work Chieftain, but the scouts have reported seeing Works hunting in the forest nearby. Some of the prints they have found suggest a large pack leader may be inside, perhaps a son of Ranulur himself. We cannot allow the Works to regain a foothold to the south. The Orcs and Works have returned to Shattermunsu, attempting to set up a new base south of the warfront. Your mission is to find and defeat Maukuk, a fearsome workpack leader. Twist, inspiring presence, the monster commander in this mission has an aura that bobs any allies nearby. Nothing too strange, too unique. I do remember this mission. I think this is one of the shorter ones because basically you just pull everything in your way and fight the boss. You might remember when we were questing in the landscape version of Shattermunsu in the Vales of Anduin. I thought we would find a boss in this location because I was confusing this for the mission. And this is what I meant. Don't lag, please. Complete. Awesome. We completed Works Layer of Elderslate because these enemies also count for those deeds. Awesome. So, we got the ruins, some reputation. Well, we already are at max. Some currency as well. And now we have the advanced tier. Oh, we might even be able to knock out some other deeds as well. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Great. I didn't remember that because most other missions that were introduced after Elderslate will have their own set of Slayer deeds. They are separate from each other, but that's not the case in Elderslate. Great. Well done! Though the great prize of Gundabad stands in front of us, we must remember to also protect our rear. What comes next? I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have returned from Shakalathrat. Angmarim have taken refuge at the Old Dwarf Watchpost. This cannot stand. We must return to Shakalathrat and put an end to whatever presence remains there. I think this one is also one of the short ones. Within the ruins of Shakalathrat in Elderslate, an Angmarim ritual had taken place, defiling the dead of the old watchtower. Your mission is to thwart the ghastly presence at Shakalathrat. Reinforcements. Monsters in this mission will attempt to summon allies to the fight, so we gotta interrupt them. Preferably, but not a big deal if we don't interrupt all of them, as far as I remember. Maybe I'm running with overconfidence in here, but yeah, this is also one of the short ones because Shakalathrat is a really small space and you only need to run in here and defeat the boss. But the problem in here being most of these guys will attack from range, so you cannot group them up as easily as you can do other guys. But even then it was really short. Great work, Beriathan. With the ruins cleared, let us return and report your success. Not so bad, not so bad. Well done. With the ruins cleared, the tower may once again be a watchpost for the Dwarves. If we are to keep the road to Gundabad clear, Shakalathrat must remain under our protection. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. The abandoned mine Sundergrot has been overrun with goblins. The scouts believe that they are being led by a commander loyal to Gorgar. I task you with entering Sundergrot, locating this goblin commander and defeating him. The rest of the rabble will quickly become disorganized and be easily dispatched by our forces. The abandoned mines of Sundergrot still hold valuable ore and treasures ripe for the taking, however the goblin intruders stand in your way. Your mission is to find and defeat Dourhands, a goblin commander in Sundergrot. The monster commander in this mission will attempt a brutal wounding attack, which, as far as I remember, is really not that bad. So I don't remember where the boss in this one is located, but once again, we maybe cannot pull everyone in here, but we can still gather a couple of these guys. Especially the sappers are a pain. But more than that, it's just that I don't remember the way in here. But yeah, I think... yeah, you climb the stairs, you find a guy in here. Mission complete. Awesome. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Not so bad. What you see here is taking a moment to load. When your quest tracker fully loads again, that's when you know you can turn the quest. Well done. With our commander defeated, the rest of those cowardly goblins will likely flee the mines. We have struck a great blow to Gorgar's army. And we already can complete some of the wrappers we have. Okay. We wish to thank you for your hard work towards the war effort. Your good deeds shall help secure our foothold into Gundabad itself. We gotta complete that one 4 times. We will do that before we are done with all this. Your assistance in the war effort has been paramount to our preparation. Thank you kindly. Okay. Gundavad assisting the war effort daily. Oh, we also had this other wrapper. The Gabil'akkâ, the unified army of dwarves, has need of your assistance in the ongoing war effort. Hlati has asked that you complete a series of missions for the March of Gundavad. Over the course of a week, assist Hlati in his request and report back to me. Oh, we missed one of those, but well, it's okay. We still get the chance of completing that wrapper before the end of the week. As luck has it, I'm recording this episode. Today is a Thursday, so we are starting a new week, and that means we'll have enough time to complete all the wrappers. Now let us go with Master Ausma. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Glimmerdeep. There is no way into the mine. It is blocked by a group of trolls from Gundavad. This cannot stand. We must return to Glimmerdeep, confront our leader, and defeat this blockade. Upon the entrance to the mine of Glimmerdeep in the midstream, trolls from Gundavad have set up a blockade. Your mission is to defeat the troll blockade in front of the Glimmerdeep mine. Is the same one as before. Brutal wounding attack that is easily interrupted, or if the worst comes to pass, it's really not that bad. From what I remember. I might be wrong on that one. Who knows? Now, the enemies inside the mission are taking a while to load. It seems. Sometimes that can happen, yeah. You see in there, I'm in combat, but there are no enemies inside. Now they have fully loaded. But this one is another one of those missions in which you can, when you're not stunned, just race to the end and take care of the boss and the ads all at the same time. Once again, the stuns are a pain, but other than that, this is not so bad. Mission complete. Dwarf Scout has arrived to escort you back to the war front. Okay, there he comes. How far is he gonna go? Okay. Basically to the entrance of the place. That's something that was heavily criticized about those Dwarf Scouts. I'm gonna tell you in just a moment. Great work, Beriathan. With Annak-khurfu defeated, let us return and report your success. Well done. With the blockade defeated, we can now re-enter the mine. Glimmerdeep is an old mine, but still a valuable resource to our war efforts. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from the Glimmerdeep. They have found the old mine overrun with Dourhands. Those dwarves have no sense of honor and will cause nothing but trouble in the Grey Mountains. We must put a stop to their mining efforts. If the Dourhands have nowhere to mine, then perhaps they will leave these mountains for good. Let us go. Dourhands have found the Glimmerdeep and seek to mine what they can from its depths. Your mission is to defeat Dourhands in Glimmerdeep. Monsters in this mission will apply a corruption buff to nearby allies, which, again, not as bad from what I remember. So let me double check what we need to do in this one. Maybe this is one of the long ones. Yeah, we need to defeat a lot of Dourhands in here. But that will give me a chance of telling you what I was saying about that scout that will take you back to Annak-khurfu every time you complete a mission, because on some missions the scout will respawn right behind you, but on other missions you will need to basically run back to the entrance of the instance to find him. And a lot of people criticized that at first because they couldn't understand which missions the dwarf scout will come with you and which other ones he will appear at the entrance. But what I found, and for me it was actually quite reasonable, but maybe for other people wasn't, but basically if the instance wasn't linear, if you had different objectives or different paths that you could take at your own leisure, then, well, the game has no way of telling which path did you take first. So for those kind of missions, you gotta go back to the entrance That's the game making sure that basically it's accounting for all possible scenarios basically by just having you come back to the entrance. But on the other instances that have linear objectives where there's only one way to go, one thing to do, that's most likely when the scout is gonna appear right behind you because there's only one path to follow. So well, might as well help you there and get you the scout where you need to be. But again, I saw a lot of people criticizing that, and due to that reason, some of the missions that were introduced after Elder Slate were not as let us say flexible as these ones. So for example, in the Wildwood, which was update 29, the area introduced right after Elder Slate, all missions, regardless of what kind of objectives they have, they will have you go back to the entrance and talk to the quest giver. That was a pain. And I'm glad that after Wildwood, with Bilbo and with Blood of Azog and with Gundabad, they've been slowly tinkering the system. And I think it has improved, maybe not as much, but there are some improvements here and there. And I hope we will get to see all of them as we do missions, as we progress through the different missions in the game. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. Well done. With those Dourhands defeated, the Glimmerdeep is once again safe. We should look to resume our mining efforts there once all the Dourhands have vacated the mines. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. We have located a powerful hobgoblin in a cave in Elderslade. He appears to be one of their leaders and a zealous follower of the dragon Hrimil Frostheart. It is in our best interest to ambush him while he is in his den before he can add his magic to the orc army. I leave dispatching him to you. I think I remember this one. The fearsome hobgoblins have sworn themselves to the Frostheart and gained terrible power in return. Your mission is to find and defeat Frostcaller Tugos, the hobgoblin zealot inside Borkodar. Alright. I think with this twist we have already seen. Yeah. From what I remember, this one is also one of the short ones. You just run straight to the bottom of the cave. You're gonna pull these guys, there's no way around it. But you just drop to this hole and here's a guy. Oh, they are dropping now through the hole as well. Last time I did this... they will not drop through the hole. They will make all the way through the ramps and everything. So I think they were fixed, let us say. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Scout-master Ausma. So this is the whole thing about missions. Really short quests, really short instances that you can do from 2 to 5 minutes, 10 at most, the long ones. But those are the odd cases. Most of the time you will be done in 2 or 5 minutes, at least in Elderslade. Well done! The hobgoblins are a formidable enemy, and when this battle finally comes to a head, I will be glad to have one less foul dragon mage on the field. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Kaivatsar. They have seen a fortress of Angmarin and banners of the Iron Crown hung from every wall. Had my scouts more time, they would have disrupted the Angmarin there. Instead, they came across 3 terrible wardens who guard the tower's walls. Kaivatsar is a deadly fortress and is not a place to tread lightly. Far from Angmar, the last stronghold of the Iron Crown keeps watch over Elderslade for the forces of Gundabad. Your mission is to defeat the wardens of Kaivatsar. Inspiring presence we have also seen today, so that's good. We already know this twist. This one is one of the long ones because the 3 wardens are located, each one of them, at one of the floors of Kaibatsar. But then again, they are not that formidable, all things considered. So it's one of the long ones, but even then it can be done relatively quick. So that should be enough with Senga. Where is the other warden? Ah, here. Tarlak. Yeah, we're done. Just gotta fit a couple more ads. And I think this scout has actually come to the first floor. Yep. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. Yeah, so you see, really short. 8 missions in half an hour, and taking into account all the time we've spent talking, it's even less time for a daily rotation in Annak-khurfu. Well done. With the 3 wardens finally defeated, we should be able to launch an assault against Kaibatsar soon enough. Alright, so here we go. This is all we can do for the day, but I'll be back with you when these quests have reset so that we can continue doing missions. So it'll be just a moment. Alright, very well. So we are ready now to begin the second day of missions in Elder's Late. Let us once again talk to Hórin. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Stormwall. The old ruins have not yet been properly surveyed as the group was running short on time and supplies. We must return to properly survey the structure of the old ruins. Stormwall is in disrepair, but it could be a great keep and forge again one day. Within the ruins of Stormwall, the back and lair of Etterfang remains vastly unexplored. Your mission is to survey the ruins of Stormwall. A shared corruption. I think we had already we have already seen how this twist works. Service Stormwall. Okay, I don't remember this one. That means I have not done this as much as the others, and then this means most likely that this is one of the long missions. Let's see. Ah, Jesus. Stop interrupting me. Oh, who else is attacking, for God's sake? Anyone else? God. Another service spot in here. Oh, for God's sake. Three. I see you there. Yeah? Finally? Am I done with those guys? Good lord. Oh, it's upstairs on the other side. Yep, cannot get it from here. Yeah, now I see what I done. I haven't played this one as often as the other ones. What a pain. Yeah, the sooner we're done with this, the better. Service spot in here. Alright, we're halfway through. Where else can we go? Okay. I mean, the locations are not that hard to find, but yeah, this is definitely one of the long missions. Oh, God. And they don't stop. They don't stop coming. Oh, come on. You know you're gonna attack me again. Let us have you all in here and be done with it. Yeah, I know, Garliv. I know. Annoying. Thank God we're done. And once again, since this was a non-linear objective, you go back to the entrance. Have you finished surveying Stormwall, Beriathan? Then let us report back to Hórin. Now, before I forget, I actually forgot to do this before the start of today's episode, but well, not of today, well, of today's episode, yeah. I think I'm gonna use my some reputation tomes that I have in here to see if we can hit kindred with these guys at some point. So I've been doing the math and I hope I'm not wrong on that account, but let me show that to you really quick. This deed, there are 10 tiers to it, so that's 200 missions you need to complete with the Gabil'akkâ to complete the entire deed, and at 500 reputation each mission, that equals 1000 reputation. But you need 100,000 reputation, sorry. But you need 130,000 reputation to hit max rep with the Gabil'akkâ, so that means we need to use 30 additional reputation tomes to be able to hit that number. So I hope I'm doing the math right. We'll see. We'll see. Sometimes I get confused with the reputation tomes, but anyway. Well done. With your survey efforts, we should be able to ask the Stormwall for repairs. This may need to wait until after Glimmerdeep has been claimed, as Stormwall will need many hands to bring splendor back to its halls. Perfect. So yeah, that's something else that I forgot to mention you. When you do the 80 full missions, that equals 40,000 reputation, or 80,000 if you've been using tomes. So yeah, maybe 30 tomes might not cut it. God, I did the math, but I didn't write it down, so we'll see as we go. But basically, I'm trying to synchronize everything to have the reputation and the deeds be done at the same time, so that I can optimize the time I'm going to spend in here. As you see here, I still have a lot of Azog to do, and I don't want to spend a lot of time in Elder's Late doing missions, but I still want to do it and unlock all the reputation quests. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have just returned from Ashmar Zarak with troubling news. It seems Gorgar has sent a company of his siege trolls to Ashmar Zarak to aid in the deployment of newly crafted siege weapons.
You must go to Ausma and dispose of these trolls before they can bring these weapons to bear against us. For the Shelruka, for the Gabil'akkâ. I have no idea where that is. I don't remember. In the armory of Ausma, the orcs of Gundabad make ready their weapons of war. Little do the trolls of Gundabad fear, for their own might is enough. Your mission is to defeat the siege trolls of Ausma. So we have a new twist here, crushing. Some masters in this mission will attempt a crushing attack, wounding and stunning anyone hit. That one, it's kinda annoying. You know, I hate stunts. Long or short, good or bad. Yeah, I don't think this is a... This is a physical location that you can visit in Elderslate or any other place in Middle-earth. This is just an instant space like many others. So that explains why I didn't remember it. Because there's... We haven't come here before. Now let me see if I can find the other troll. And this is a... not as long but not as short. Because now that we defeated trolls... Ah, no, that was it. We don't need to... We don't need to damage the siege weapons. I thought we did. Maybe that's another mission. Oh, come on. Thank you. Nicely done, Beriathan. Those siege trolls did not prove to be much of a match for you. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Fine work, Beriathan. The trolls of Gundabad are mighty indeed. I say the fewer of them we face on the battlefield, the better. There we go. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. Scouts bring word of the Veil Watch. It is under control of the Hobgoblins. These Frostbound seek to control one of the best vantage points in all of the Grey Mountains. We must reclaim the Veil Watch. Alright. The watch post of Beriathan in the Grey Mountains has been taken over by Frostbound Hobgoblins. Your mission is to reclaim Beriathan. Reinforcements. Yeah, I think we had already seen that one as well. They will summon allies. You can either interrupt them or not, but it's not a big deal. Okay, yeah. I remember this place now. Plant banners as you reclaim Beriathan. Alright, yeah, I think that explains... Yeah, I think we're getting some of the long missions in here. Oh, I was able to stop the guy before he called the reinforcements. Good. For the most part, it's easier and faster to just out-DPS the enemies before they get to complete the skill to call the reinforcements. Instead of trying to interrupt them. I mean, as a warden, again, interruptions are really not that bad. You have Shield Slam and you can use some of your other gambits for interruptions. But I much rather... I always find it funnier and more exciting trying to, yeah, out-DPS the guys. And defeat them before they get to call their allies. Just missing one more and I have no idea where it is. Thing is if you start running around and ignoring the enemies, it will give them the time they need to summon their allies. As this guy is currently doing. Thankfully he's not that far. But no, I have no idea where the other mount is supposed to be. Alright. There we go. Now I have no idea where I came from. Where do I need to go to meet the Dwarf Scout? We'll see in just a moment. Mission complete. Okay, I think I remember now what's the math I did for the reputation tomes. Yeah, you only need to do 30 reputation tomes if you plan on completing the tier 10 deed and the reputation grind at the same time, but that's not what I'm aiming for right now, so I think I will need to use more tomes. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Yeah, I will need to use more reputation tomes than just 30, but well, 30 to start is a good number, I think. Well done. With Visitor Threat reclaimed, we can once again establish a post upon the Pale Watch. It is in our best interest to do so. Alright, I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from the Steel Keep. They have found a gap in the walls which leads to the Frost Delve. Had my scouts more time, they would have mined the cavern and gathered mineral samples. We must return to properly survey the abandoned passage. The Frost Delve is but unexplored and could still be rich in minerals. I think I remembered this one. Yeah, within the halls of Gundo, hidden riches await excavation from the darkest corners. Your mission is to mine the Frost Delve, and the twisting here is surprise attack. You may be ambushed after completing your objective, and don't be fooled by that. It's not a chance. You may not. You will definitely get ambushed at the end of your objective. You will face basically a final boss in the mission. When you complete doing everything else. And once again, I'm so glad that all these enemies we are facing in these missions, in the Elderslate missions, are counting towards the Slayer deeds of Elderslate instead of having their own Slayer deeds. That's one grind less that we will need to do. And actually, that way, doing missions in Elderslate also feels rewarding, knowing that you are advancing many Slayer deeds that you weren't able to complete during your normal time in Elderslate. Is that the reason why some of the Slayer deeds are not granting LOTRO points? No, I don't think so. But as long as they are also granting Virtue XP, that means we might potentially get even more XP than what we are getting right now. Who knows, maybe I will be able to hit my current Virtue cap with my 5 main virtues just by doing missions alone. That would be great. One can drain, right? Investigating noise coming from the depths of Akathar. Yep. Once again, you cannot avoid the boss. You will get ambushed. But it's not an ambush. Well, you're not taken by surprise, so I don't think that counts as an ambush. Mission complete. You see, since you will definitely end the mission in here to face the boss, the Dwarf Scout will appear here, next to you. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Yeah, that's been established as well. I mean, the usual stuff. Well done. With these samples, we should be able to assess the Frost Delve for a future mining expedition. We may need to better clear the cavern of those strange drakes first, though. Yeah, that seems like a good idea. Alright, we have completed some of the dailies. We can do that in just a moment. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have returned from Valhellir, and it seems they only narrowly escaped a particular king work known to these Longbeards as Drauglok. It does not surprise me that these Longbeards did not put an end to such a threat, but now the task must fall to you. Drauglok cannot be allowed to harry our forces any longer, and we cannot risk another ambush in the night. You are to travel to Valhellir and put an end to Drauglok. For the Shelruka, for the Gabil'akkâ. Is that in the Misty Mountains? I think it is. Within Valhellir, the most vicious works of Elderslate dwell in darkness. Drauglok, the leader of the Stervel pack, poses a great threat to the Dwarves of Durin's folk, so no, it's not the Misty Mountains. Your mission is to defeat the terrible war Drauglok in Valhellir. And this is another reinforcements mission. Where is Valhellir then? Ah, another cave, another instance that you don't get to... that you don't get to visit during your normal quest time. Alright, but this is one of the short ones. You just race to the bottom of the cave, and here you will find the boss, and that's it. But for this one, it seems you gotta go back to the entrance. It's not a big deal, it's a short space, but I don't know why they don't send a scout back to the bottom of the cave. Well done, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Awesome. A short one. Just how I like them. Excellent work, Beriathan. With Drauglok defeated, I hope it will be some time before those works again dare to creep from Valhellir. Oh, completed Dumul of the Gabil'akkâ. Awesome. New deed Dumul completed. Now we have new deed Iskas. Let us check this really quick. That's what we were aiming for, right? So Dumul, awesome. Now, so we have the new deed Iskas. We'll get to that eventually. Dumul, 5 LOTRO points and the title. You have reached the rank of Dumul within the Gabil'akkâ, the unified army of dwarves. And all those words of course have a meaning, but I don't have that meaning at hand with myself right now, so I will try to look for it and give you the meaning of Dumul, Iskas, and all the other ranks for the Gabil'akkâ. Now let us do the missions with Ausma. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. We seek to repair the Hadoriant in the Vales of Anduin. It would seem there have been many sightings of Stonclaws near the bridge, however. These pesky creatures are known for digging and burrowing. If they dig too much around the Hadoriant, they might just collapse the entire structure. We must be rid of these Stonclaws before the bridge building can continue. Pesky Stonclaws have been seen recently digging around the Hadoriant. Your mission is to clear the Stonclaw menace from the Hadoriant, and twist, never-ending monsters in this mission will continue to join the fight until their entry point is destroyed. Which is the whole purpose of the mission, so you don't need to go out of your way to stop them. In this particular case, you gotta, collapse the burrows, and until you do, they will keep on coming. And I mean, you might struggle with this a little bit if your DPS is not high enough, but I think the game will give you plenty of time to defeat the Stonclaws before more come out of the burrows. So yeah, you don't need to worry about that one. Don't get tired of seeing them drop like flies. Never will. I don't think I never will. Now we cross to the other side of the Hadoriant, I believe.
You might remember on the Vales of Anduin, the landscape version of the Vales, the bridges of course collapsed. So it's really nice to see this bridge being rebuilt. And who knows, maybe at some point we'll get a landscape version of the Vales with the bridge rebuilt. I think that it's quite unlikely, but you never know. Might happen. Maybe we can avoid these stone claws. We don't need to fight them for any particular reason, but no, they will aggro on you no matter what. It's a short fight anyway. And the scout is gonna go to the middle of the bridge, because technically this is a non-linear thing. It's not in the middle of the bridge. Okay, back to the entrance. Yeah, it's not it's a non-linear thing. Oh no, there he comes. Because you can do the burrows in any order you like, so the middle of the bridge seems like a good compromise. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. Alrighty. Well done. I thank you for ridding us of those pesky stone claws. Now we will finish repairing the Hórians so that trade and movement will be swifter between the Vales of Anduin and the Misty Mountains. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have reported that the Orcish presence at Glimmerdeep has lessened. If we are able to seize the Overlook in their absence, it might prove a valuable watchpost in the days to come. You are to travel to Glimmerdeep and claim it for the Gabil'akkâ. Rising into the Grey Mountains above the Greyling, Glimmerdeep overlooks Elder's Lake and might prove a valuable foothold in the War of Three Peaks. Your mission is to secure Glimmerdeep as a foothold for the Gabil'akkâ in Elder's Lake. There we go. So yeah, we need to claim certain points as we make our way to the top of Glimmerdeep. But yeah, basically, for our case at least, you just need to apply some dots. Just enough dots for you to be able to claim the banners. And keep moving. You have claimed the Fort of Greyling for the Gabil'akkâ. And let's see if you can catch me. Another metal base. Okay, there we go. Let's see if we are... No, I don't think we... I think this whelpling is gonna interrupt us. We have claimed the high falls for the Gabil'akkâ. Gotta keep climbing, but I think we have just one last point to claim. Yeah. This is gonna be the last one. Mission complete. Awesome. But we still need to defeat some of these guys. And there we go. Your efforts to secure Glimmerdeep shall serve us well, Beriathan. Let us report your success to Ausma. And we're only missing one more mission for today. I have heard word that Glimmerdeep has been taken for the Gabil'akkâ. With our scouts on that overlook, the forces of Gundabad shall be at a great disadvantage. You have done well, Beriathan. and one more. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have sent urgent word from Kitsul-Kala. While our eyes have been turned toward Gundabad, it seems the Dourhands have taken to pillaging in the wake of the Gabil'akkâ. From what I am told, they seek to claim what few relics remain in its halls. You are to travel to Kitsul-Kala and stop the Dourhands from stealing its relics. Instead, claim them on behalf of the Gabil'akkâ, and I shall see that they are looked after by more honorable dwarves. What do we have here? Nestled in the foothills of the Misty Mountains, the dwarf keep of Kitsul-Kala lies half sunken in the Gladdenmere. With the eyes of the dwarves elsewhere, the Dourhands have come to steal priceless relics long ago left behind. Your mission is to recover dwarf caches from Kitsul-Kala before the Dourhands can lay claim to them. Raging monsters in this mission will enrage at low morale, gaining attack strength and attack speed. But at low morale they are basically dead, especially with all our dots, so we don't need to worry about that. Just gotta run around looking for the dwarf caches. Oh, why? Why do you keep doing that to me? If you were to take just 1 second, one more second, maybe even less, I would be able to catch the caches and be done with you. Oh, come on. Okay, let us come over here. Awesome, that's what I mean. Yeah, halfway done. Almost there. There we go, and I think all the caches we need are in here. Yeah. But I think we do need to come back to the entrance for this one. Yep, that's what I thought. Excellent, Beriathan. It is good we did not let such relics be claimed by the Dourhands. Let us return to Ausma. Thank you, Beriathan. I shall see that these relics are kept well guarded. Like many of the Longbeards, I thought we had seen the last of the Dourhands. Alas, it was not to be. Yeah, and that's all the missions we can do for today, but we can turn in some of the wrappers. We wish to thank you for your hard work towards the war effort. Your good deeds shall help secure our foothold into Gundabad itself. Your assistance in the war effort has been paramount to our preparation. Thank you kindly. Yeah, I think that's all we can do in here. So yeah, we'll need to wait until we are ready to do a new day of missions. I've been giving it some thought, and I think even though it might turn out to be long episodes, this will be best if we split the entire 80 missions into halves. So I'm gonna be back with you with day 3 in just a moment, and continue doing missions. Be back in just a sec. Alright, so here we are with day 3.
of our Elder's Late mission run, let us begin. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have returned from Kerbrain. In addition to being used as a base of attack against our forces in Eremithrim, the cold drakes of the Frost Horde have transformed Kerbrain into a crude nursery for a new clutch of their eggs. Unless these eggs are destroyed, we shall soon have to contend with an even greater threat. Oh gee. And greater numbers of dragonkind. You are to travel to Kerbrain and destroy the eggs of the Frost Horde for the Shelruka, for the Gabil'akkâ. Let us go. Although it once served as a camp of the Ungolidae, Kerbrain has fallen to the Frost Horde. There, the cold drakes of Eremithrim laid their eggs within its ruined walls. Your mission is to destroy cold drake eggs at Kerbrain. And this one also has reinforcements as the twist. Which, okay, no big deal. But it seems, yeah, we need to give it a few seconds for the enemies to actually load. Yeah, I remember this one now. It's not particularly short, not particularly long. Because as you see here, each nest will have 2 or 3 eggs that you can destroy, so you really... yeah, you really can do this faster than it seems at first glance, but there are still other missions that would be even faster than this. Let us see, yeah, we can do this one in here. Oh, wow. Ah, that was great. Oh, 4 eggs in here? Awesome. Alright, so we only need one more nest. I guess we can take this one in here and try to avoid this drake, if possible, which, no, was not possible. Okay. He had a death wish, so we can grant that, of course. And, okay, first one, really quick, really easy. That will show the Frost Horde, Beriathan. Let us report your success to Hórin. Let us indeed. Whoever is spamming that emote should really stop now. It is done? Wonderful. If the Frost Horde cannot bolster their numbers, our victory is assured. Hope you're right. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have just returned from Bekar-Sarak with news that the orcs have begun to store a great supply of provisions within the tower's walls. With the skirmishes and Elder's Late growing more frequent, many of the orcs who muster in Bekar-Sarak have been sent to battle. Our warriors face them in the field, but that allows us a rare opportunity to strike within Gorgar's defenses. You are to travel to Bekar-Sarak and destroy the orcs' provisions at once. Hunger alone will not slay these orcs, but it will make it all the easier for our access. For the Shelruka, for the Gabil'akkâ. Alrighty. High in the tower of Bekar-Sarak, the orcs of Gundabad prepare for war. Stored there to feed the war effort, many orcish provisions have been left poorly guarded. Your mission is to destroy the cache of orcs provisions stored in Bekar-Sarak. And once again, this twist we have already seen, surprise attack, which is not as surprising when you know it's coming, but okay, well, we get the idea, I guess. How many? Alright, so 10 of this. And yeah, I think we gotta climb to the top of this camp, let us say. Oh, for God's sake. Can you all die? Thank you.
Right, so this is the way up, but I think we can grab a couple more provisions before we climb the stairs. Okay. You went down. Great. So I'm provisioning here. Yeah, I think this should be enough. Did I miss one? No, that one is upstairs. So... this guy's going down. And we have only one more to go. Oh, we couldn't avoid these guys, okay. Destroy it. Defeat Gabil'akkâ. And is he gonna be on the central platform, maybe? Alright, who's been mucking about in here? You're not living here alive. Yeah, but where are you? Oh, it seems he's downstairs. Okay. Yep, there he is. Not to your taste, huh? Well, you'll do just fine instead. Mission complete. Awesome. There we go. That ought to slow them down a bit, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Yeah, we're doing good today. Oh, stop it, for God's sake. Well done, Beriathan. Without so much foul food to stuff themselves with, the orcs of Gondor shall prove little challenge to defeat on the battlefield. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have reported that a raiding party from Gondor marches towards Skarhald. I am certain that a large raiding party seeks to attack our fortress in its Mithrim. We must depart for Skarhald immediately and assist in thwarting this raiding party. A raiding party from Gondor has been spotted approaching the fortress of Skarhald in Eretz Mithrim. No different than all other Gondor raiding parties, this one seeks to slay all in their path. Your mission is to defend the fortress of Skarhald from a Gondor raiding party, and as Twist Burning Shield, some monsters in this mission will apply a flaming reflect shield to themselves. Which, once again, it's not that bad, as far as I remember. So, okay, yeah, we gotta give time for the enemies to load once again, it seems. Western gate of Skarhald. Okay, there we go. Once again, I get kind of lost every time I come to Skarhald, but the good thing about this mission is that it's quite linear, so we don't need to worry too much about what is what. I only need to worry about luck today, it seems. Hold your ground, more raiders approach. Yeah, we'll stand ready for them. Oh my god, this is taking a long time for them to find out they're dead. Anyone else? Yeah, we still need to stand our ground where we were, but... well, that's what it seems, but... we were so fast with the previous group that they really didn't stand a chance. So I guess we'll have to wait in here for the next one. And here we have the captain. I was beginning to wonder, where were you? That it? Who else are we waiting for? Because I was about to say, this would be maybe a good time to switch to assailment and see if we can dispatch these guys a little bit more quickly, although I'm not so certain about that. Yeah. Is that it, please? Can we be done with this? Or can you at least send them in groups bigger than 2 at a time? If you could do that, that would be great, please. But it seems not. March soon. Okay, this is gonna be the end. Mission complete. Awesome. Wait here, guy. Great work, Beriathan. With the Gundavad raiding party defeated, let us return and report your success. Oh, we're doing really quick today, it seems. Well done! With the raiding party defeated, Skarnholt is once again safe. The last thing we needed is our greatest fortress of Ered Mithrim in ruin. Well, more in ruin than it already is, I would say. We have completed the tier 1 of this. Determination is now level 75, and now we're leveling Valor. Awesome. So let us check this really quick. 10 Gabil'akkâ marks, 2000 virtue XP, no LOTRO point, which is a shame. Determination is capped. Now we gotta get a couple more levels with Valor. Alright. This is starting to look really nice. We might be able to cap all of this before we start leveling in Gundavad. That's awesome. And now we have tier 2. Another 20 missions. As I told you before, we gotta complete 10 tiers of this one. We're not gonna do that on this video, but it's on the radar. It's gonna happen eventually. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. The abandoned mine Sundergrot has been overrun with goblins, but that's not all. It appears Gorgar has sent his trolls to keep them in line. I bet if you defeat them, the goblins will quickly become disorganized and perhaps even flee on their own. Take out those trolls so our forces can reclaim the mines. I really don't like those missions in Sundergrot. The abandoned mines of Sundergrot still hold valuable ore and treasures, ripe for the taking. However, the goblin intruders stand in your way. Your mission is to defeat the troll crushers in Sundergrot. I'm not a big fan of the missions in Sundergrot because, well, you have trolls who might knock you back and throw you off the ledge. You have the goblin sappers, which are a pain to fight as well. They also do that. And there's also one mission in which you gotta find special treasure, and if you don't know where that is, that's a friggin' pain. These sappers are a pain. Alright, so that's troll number 1. Okay. I think I remember this one now. The other ones are actually on the upper levels of Sundergrot. Yeah. I really don't like the missions in here, in this place. There's another troll in here. I think that should be enough, yeah, to take care of that guy.
Here is troll number 3. Oh, what do we have? Oh, awesome. We also completed Troll Slayer of Elderslate. What do we have in here? Some runes, currency, reputation, and now we have unlocked the advanced tier. Awesome. We continue getting more and more rewards. Now, it just occurred to me, I'm still not 100% sure when am I gonna release these videos, but most likely I'm gonna release them as I complete my, well, as I upload my journeys through Elderslate. So that might feel kind of weird for some of you, seeing as how I am just beginning questing in Elderslate, but I am already completing Slayer deeds and the like. But I hope that's not too distracting. I mean, you get the idea. I waited until I finished questing in Elderslate before I started doing missions, but I am still releasing the videos now so that I can finish with the missions in Elderslate and the quest line after you unlock all the reputation at the same time as I finish all the other quests in Elderslate, so that when I next move to Blood of Azog and as an Ulbizar, you will still not be seeing these missions. I think that would be more distracting than releasing this alongside Elderslate, so that's why. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Let us go. I think this one is mission number 4, right? Yeah. Well done. With their troll drivers defeated, those cowardly goblins will likely flee the mines. We have struck a great blow to Gorgar's army, and please don't send me to Sundergrad ever again. I hate that place. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from the Glimmerdeep. They have found the old mine overrun with Dourhands. Those dwarves were seen digging in some of the old and unsafe tunnels. We must put a stop to their mining efforts and collapse these old tunnel entrances until a time when we can properly and safely survey them. Oh, I think this one is one of the long ones. Dourhands have found the Glimmerdeep and seek to mine what they can from its depths. Your mission is to collapse the old mining tunnels in Glimmerdeep. Never ending. Yeah, we have also seen this twist before. We already know what it is about, but I really don't remember this mission too well. Collapse the first tunnel. I mean, bump. Oh my god, yeah, I remember now. It's a friggin' pain. In order to collapse the tunnels, you not only need to find the entrance, but you also need to bring one of these bumps to the actual tunnel entrance. So this one feels a lot like padding, just stalling for time, and I really don't like that. But thank God I still remember the location of most of these tunnels, otherwise this would be a pain. Running around Glimmerdeep when you don't know where to go and having all the Dourhands respawn. Oh my god. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure of the locations of all the tunnel entrances, but I think yeah, this is one of the tunnel entrances. Now the question in here is, where is the friggin' bump? Or do I need to get back
to... Oh, God. I know. There it is. There we have a bomb. Yeah, these bombs are usually very, very close to the entrance of the tunnel that you need to collapse, but you still need to know where to go. Alright, so that's tunnel number 2. Gotta try and find tunnel number 3, well, which is this one. The bomb respawns. Thank God. Please tell me this is the last one. Collapse the final tunnel. Well, we're almost there. I'm not sure where the last tunnel is, but I think we gotta follow these rails. Oh, really looking really nice, this section of the Glimmerdeep. I mean, missions give you the chance of either going back to areas you already visited and refreshing your mind on how cool they are, how cool they look, how much fun you had on some of them, or if you are low level, they serve as a really nice sneak peek of what's to come and some of the places you can expect to get to at a later point in your adventure, and that's also really nice. So I've seen missions get their fair share of criticism, but okay. The other tunnel entrance was really close to the one we already collapsed it. Okay. As I was saying, I've seen missions get their fair share of criticisms, but they also serve the purpose. I mean, they serve many different purposes, and I think they go to show the new kind of philosophy that LOTRO has been boasting for the last few years, trying to make the experience also easier for the low-level characters, attract low-level characters to the higher areas. That's a very safe way of also, well, attracting new players, but also retaining those new players. So, I mean, the people I've seen criticizing missions are usually the level cap characters and sort of hardcore players, and even some of the casuals. Well, missions can get tedious after a while, but they are good fun in small doses, maybe. Well, that depends on your own taste, but they also provide a nice way of leveling up if you don't want to quest, and they provide this sort of sneak peeks into other areas. So it's a really good concept in my opinion, but once again, for my personal taste, you gotta take it in small doses. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. For example, I remember well when War of the Pigs was initially released, I of course grinded all these until I completed all the deeds and got all the reputation and all the virtue XP. And ever since I completed that in late 2020, I haven't done any of the Elder Slate missions since. So coming back to them now, almost 2 years later, feels refreshing. So, like many other aspects of the game, if you only do one thing, you get tired of it. But the game gives you many different options of spicing up the experience so that you always have something interesting to do. Well done. With those tunnels collapsed, the Dourhands should stop searching for riches in Glimmerdeep.
We should look to resume our mining efforts there once all the Dourhands have vacated the mines. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Sarkul Sulun. There are bats everywhere. This cannot stand. We must return to the Sarkul Sulun and expel these winged beasts. Oh, I think I know this one and I hate it. Upon the dwarf ruins of Sarkul Sulun, bats have descended onto the torrent spires in the darkness of the night. Your mission is to remove the bats who have descended upon Sarkul Sulun. Yeah, I definitely know which one this is, and... my god, and I hate it. You gotta grab the torch. It's very similar to the previous mission because you need to have an item at hand to be able to do what you need to do. So you need to grab the torch in your hand, approach the dead bushes and burn them, but that's not gonna work if you don't have a torch with you, and the bats will attack you and make you drop the torch. So yeah, I hate this mission. You gotta run back and forth so much because the freaking bats don't let you do your thing. I really think this was a really lackluster concept of a mission. I mean, I get the idea of the devs wanting to have maybe some realistic mechanic, having to actually hold a torch before you can burn the bushes. But the fact that you cannot do it peacefully, you drop the torch and everything, once again, feels like padding, because you could still pick the torch at the beginning of the mission, but not having to carry it all over the place. Like some other quests, you just pick the torch and that advances the quest objective to the next thing. But no. You still need to hold the torch as a channeled skill that can get dropped by attacks. God, I hate that. Oh no, and now they... Oh! Freaking stun you. Make you drop the torch. And on top of that, they are hiding in the bushes. Screw this mission. I mean, there are hundreds of missions in the game now, and I don't remember them all, but this easily has to be one of the missions I hate the most. Trust me, I'm gonna do this for the video so that we can complete the deed and show you what this is all about, and then never touch this again with a 10-foot stick. Oh my friggin' god, would you stop dropping out of the bushes? And don't you dare stunning me again. Talk to Ausma. Thank God. They don't count for any deed or anything, so this is just a waste of time. Screw these bats. Screw them all. Hate them. Hate this mission. Thank God it's over. Great work, Beriathan. I hope those bats do not return. Me too. Let us return and report your success to Ausma, and never ever come back here. Well done. With the bats driven away by your quick thinking, Sarkul Sulun may soon be ours. We can't have vicious bats swarming us in the heat of battle. I have an mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from the Worm's Grove. They have found what they believe to be a hatchery where the worms raise their young. They could not get too close, however. It appears the hatchery is protected by a vicious fire-breathing drake. They called her Ascon, the matron. They barely avoided her wrath and made it out alive. We cannot let those eggs hatch. I need you to defeat this matron of worms so my scouts can continue exploring and so we can dispatch those eggs. I think this one is one of the short ones, thank God. Deep in the worm's grave, what remains of Skatha's broods makes their den. Your mission is to infiltrate the clutch hole and defeat Ascon, matron of the hatchery. And if memory serves me right... No, it's not through this path, but it's one of the paths of the left, of the right, yeah. Right over here. Mission complete already. Yeah, that's more like it. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Scout-master Ausma, please. Well done. With the matron defeated, we can press deeper in the worm's graph and can take care of those eggs. The last thing we need is more worms and drakes in these mountains. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. The goblins of the Misty Mountains have long plagued the people of Rhovanion. A great horde of them still resides inside Goblin Town. It is imperative that we keep them inside the mountains and prevent them from adding their forces to Gorgar's army. My scouts have discovered that the goblins are rebuilding their watchtowers at the Goblin Gate. This is surely the first step to striking out into the wider world once more. You must destroy their watchtowers and push the goblins back into Goblin Town. Goblin Town has long been a thorn in the side of the free peoples in Rhovanion. Once again, the Goblin horde inside stairs. Your mission is to destroy the watchtowers on the path of the Goblin Gate. Alright, well, I'm all up for it as long as the goblins still make those funny noises every time you destroy a tower. Because if that's the case, yeah, I'll destroy all the towers you like. Alright. It's not the same one we heard before when we were questing here. But it's funny enough, I guess. How many towers? 10. That's gonna take a while. Someone got the reinforcements out. Well, good for you. I really don't care too much about that. There should be a tower in here, right? Considering all the towers we need to destroy, there really should be more easy to find. Let me go, please. Hidden doorway. We don't need that doorway, really. Golden Watchtower. Okay, this one. This is what I'm talking about. Come over. Alright, we still need to destroy 6 of them. I gotta say, the missions this day have been, for the most part, been longer than usual.
actually one of the first one we did, destroying the eggs in Kerbrain. That's one of the shortest ones of this daily rotation. I remember when I was grinding this, on this day I would do, that mission in Kerbrain, the matron of the hatchery that we just saw. And, which other one? I don't remember. The missions today are really long. We still need to destroy 3 more of these guys. Okay, here we have one. But I'm still missing 2 towers, and I don't know where they are. Further to the east? Oh, for God's sake. Leave me be, will ya? It's a shame they don't appear on the quest tracker, because I'm kinda lost now. Alright, well, here's one. And it seems the last one is this one over here. Have I already destroyed this one? Okay, but this one I haven't. Alright, alright. At least we are right next to the Dwarf Scout. That's great. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Scout-master Ausma. Yeah, because we have spent a long time doing missions today. And I have not talked that much on this portion of the episode. Alright? Well done. I will ensure some of my scouts keep an eye on the Goblin Gate and will let you know if your help is needed again. It will be, of course. Those goblins are never ending. Alright, we have this. Let us complete once again the dailies. We wish to thank you for your hard work towards the war effort. Your good deeds shall help secure a foothold into Gundabad itself. We'll complete one more of those, and with Hlathi, gotta complete 2 of those. Okay, perfect. But once again, we're making good progress and we're ready to move now on to day 4, and I'll be back with you when we are ready to continue. Alright, so here we are back for day 4 of the Elder's Late missions. Let us begin with Hórin. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts were passing by Strandbarth where they noticed a group of goblins who have set up camp within the ruins. These goblins must be removed if we are to keep the Flatveld safe for those who dwell there. A group of goblin raiders camp within the old ruins of Strandbarth for the night. Your mission is to ambush a group of raiders camped at Strandbarth for the night. Alright, gated. You must find a way to breach a barrier to reach your mission objective. Yeah, I think we haven't had the gated twist yet. So this will be the first time we'll get to see it. Oh, okay. I think... yeah, I think this one is maybe a little bit longer, but it's so funny. The goblins have all had too much to drink. Assist the goblins with their drinking, distract goblins with a point, and distract goblins with a wave of saying goodbye. This mission is so funny and so unexpected. It's not what you expect when you're talking about a goblin raiding party. That's all for me. Yeah, it's a little bit long just because the induction for these drinks takes a while. You win! Yeah, I think we have had our fair share of drinks throughout the series, so that's all for me. But yeah, goblin drinks, I think this is a first. So who knows how good or bad we'll take this when we're done, but... Alright, I think this is gonna be my favorite part of the mission, which is the emotes. So... take a look at this. Yes, my bed is that way. Didn't work? What about we say bye? Good night. Fine, I'll go to bed. See you later. Ah, now we can fight the goblin leader, it seems. Yar, what do you want, eh? Well, whatever it is, I'm not gonna give it to you. Did you even tell me? No matter, you'll have to best my dancing to get whatever you'll be wanting. Can you squirm, worm? Har har! Leader challenges to a battle of dancing, of all things. Sure. A good move. Perfectly executed. This would be a great time for using the new dancing mode that came with Before the Shadow, but I don't have it yet. But can you imagine doing that? No one could best that. Is this all you've got? You have bested the goblin leader. Oh, you win. Mission complete. Yeah, it does take a while, but it's so funny that it's worth doing at least once. Great work, Beriathan. You defeated the goblins and without drawing your weapon. I am impressed. Let us return and report your success. Yeah, let us report our success, but let us keep the part in which we drank and sang. And let's keep this a mystery. Well done. With the goblins sent running, the Flatfells continue to be safe. It is important to keep the Bjornings safe and fighting with us, for they are a good ally to have in our quest to reclaim Gundavad. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from the Steel Keep. The corpses of friends and ancestors still roam the halls of Tikil Gundu. This cannot stand. We must return to the Steel Keep and expel these fell spirits. Within the halls of Tikil Gundu, the corpses of dwarves are of old roam the ancient keep. Your mission is to defeat dwarf whites in the Steel Keep. Well, shared corruption, we already know what it's about. And back in the Steel Keep, defeat dwarf whites. And of course these guys will all drop the spirits. You remember when they die, the spirits leave the corpses, and we technically need to fight the spirits as well. But you only need to fight the spirits if you are aiming to open the chest at level cap. Otherwise, you can just talk to the dwarf scout and leave. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. You see, easy peasy. This was actually a really short one. Well done. With the dwarf whites defeated, our friends and ancestors can finally rest. Thank you for your efforts. Absolutely. You're very much welcome. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. Shatter Munsu, the abandoned fort in Duskenvale, had been quiet since the departure of the Orc Chieftain, but the scouts have reported a new Orcish presence. We cannot allow them to set up a base to the south and surround us in the battle to come. Break their defenses. The Orcs and Wargs have returned to Shatter Munsu, attempting to set up a new base south of the warfront. Your mission is to find and defeat Raushul, the Orc captain defending Shatter Munsu. And this is another gated twist. Oh, okay. Collect explosive barrels? Alright. I kinda remember this mission. Where are the explosive barrels supposed to be? There's one in here. Yeah. Alright. We are missing another one of this. But I'm not sure where I can find it. So I think we'll need to keep climbing the stairs. No, this is the gate where we need to bring the explosive barrels. This is where we need to be, but we still need to find the barrel first. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay, okay. Alright, I'll take care of you. And now plant the explosive barrels. That's where we were just a few moments ago. So I guess we'll destroy the gate. And that will draw your captain. Yeah, he's behind the gate. There we go. Explosive set, back away. Oh, we just gotta defeat this guy. Mission complete. Awesome. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Let us indeed. Right, it's taking a while. Understandable, there's a lot of people in here tonight. Well done. Though the great price of Gundabad stands in front of us, we must remember to also protect our rear. Alright, what else? I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. We have recently excavated lost dwarf treasure from ruins near Gundabad. While en route here, the treasure was stolen. We believe those who stole the treasure may have hidden in the old watchpost of Shakalathrad. We must recover that treasure, as if it does not contain only valuables, it may contain lost history. Treasures have been stolen. It is suspected that the items were brought to Shakalathrad in Elderslate and hidden in the depths of the old watchtower. Your mission is to recover stolen treasure hidden within Shakalathrad. Another gated mission. Okay. Lots of them today. Kinda weird, but okay. That you saved a lot of missions with the same twist for the same day. It's kinda weird, but here we are. And in this case, gated twist refers to this exactly. Gotta defeat each checkpoint and open the doors. Now we have Angmarim's Lair of Elderslate advanced. Awesome. So, runes, points, virtue XP, reputation. Awesome. Who knows what other deeds we'll complete before we're done with the missions in Elderslate. That would be great. Great work, Beriathan. With the treasure recovered, let us return and report your success. We've been advancing really fast today as opposed to yesterday, that it took us so long. Maybe we can keep this trend going.
Well done. With the treasure recovered, our lore masters can study its contents. Perhaps it will shed some light on gaps in Gundabad's history. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have returned from Curve Brain with troubling news. As we feared, the Frost Horde has overtaken the ruins and has begun to use it as a means to launch attacks on our forces in Eret Mithrim. We have learned that the leader of these forces is a hobgoblin Frostcaller known as Ruknul. You are to travel to Curve Brain and put a stop to Ruknul before the Frost Horde can regain a stronger foothold in Eret Mithrim. Go! For the Shelruka! For the Gabil'akkâ! Although it once served as a camp of the Ungolidae, Curve Brain has fallen to the Frost Horde. From within its ruined walls, a powerful hobgoblin leads the raids on Scarhult and keeps watch on the newly laid eggs of the Frost Horde. Your mission is to defeat the powerful hobgoblin Ruknul at Curve Brain. That twist we have already seen as well. We just gotta... I think this is one of those missions in which you also just rush to the boss. Maybe grab everyone along the way. I mean... Well... Yeah. The guys are taking a little bit... Take their time to load. But we didn't pull that many. Oh my god, that was so quick. You've done well, Beriathan. Let us report your success to Hórin. Yeah, we've been... I'm amazed. This is what? 5 missions in 15 minutes? Awesome! Well done, Beriathan. With Ruknul vanquished, we need not fear continued attacks from the Frost Horde in Eret Mithrim. Yes! Awesome! What about you now, Ausma? I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. I received word that my scouts have located a den of hobgoblins deep in the mountains, but 4 of the scouts never returned. I suspect they have been captured. I need you to infiltrate Borkodar and rescue them before they are executed, or worse. Yeah, this is one of the long ones. Several scouts keeping watch on the hobgoblins' den failed to report back. They must be rescued before it's too late. Your mission is to find and free the captured scouts in Borkodar. And I think the mission that comes after this one is also one of the long ones. The longest one, possibly, in Elderslate. Alright. So, this is the second scout. This is the funny thing about this mission. The scouts are numbered, even though you can do them in any order you like. What about you? Which one are you? The first, okay. And much like the previous mission, we're gonna drop from this hole. This will leave us right next to one of the scouts. But more importantly, we'll need to make our way back to the entrance when we complete a mission. So we save some time by jumping through that hole. But this is, of course, the 4th scout. Because, well, this is the deepest section of this place. Alright. Well, all things considered, it wasn't that long. But, well, it's just that we've been doing so many short missions today that this one is really long in comparison, but not so much. I'm thinking maybe I can fight, yeah, some of these hobgoblins instead of skipping them, so that we can advance that deed as well. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Scout-master Ausma. Yeah, because it seems Ausma is the one that's gonna
take most of our time today. Thank Dourhands that you arrived when you did. My scout all arrived in one piece. Good work, Beriathan. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. We are in the midst of repairing the Hadoriant in the Vales of Anduin. Our Bjorning allies have sent word that a band of drakes head south towards the bridge. We must protect the bridge builders and the work they have accomplished on the Hadoriant. Yeah, I think this is the longest mission in all of the Elder's Late pack. You'll see in just a moment. An ambush could threaten the bridge builders who work to repair to the Hadoriant. Your mission is to defend the bridge builders of the Hadoriant. I think we have already seen this twist as well. They will enrich at low morale. Yeah, we have seen that one before. But this one is the longest mission in Elder's Late because it's a timed mission. So, well, we just gotta go to the center of the bridge and you gotta stand your ground for 5 minutes, which, again, seeing how short the missions today have been, 5 minutes is a whole lot. And even when taking into account all the other missions in Elder's Late, 5 minutes is a lot. Maybe it's not the longest. I am having second thoughts now, but it's up there. And it does take a lot of time. This is a mission that you do just once for the deed and then forget about it, because when you are trying to complete missions for your dailies, there are so many better alternatives than this one. And it's also kind of tedious because the drakes go down relatively quickly, and then you have to wait, standing there doing nothing, waiting for more of them to come. And yeah, that's a little tedious, yeah. And as you see here, some of these drakes spawn at different locations, so it's also hard to grab them all with AoEs. You still gotta run around a little bit. This mission seems like it would be great for hunters maybe and runekeepers. You can just stand in one spot and take care of everything, and wardens potentially as well if you are running assailment. But in my opinion, well, from what I have experienced of assailment so far, you take longer just doing range gambits in assailment because the dots take a little bit to work. Not all of them have an initial damage component, so you still gotta wait until your dots start ticking, as opposed to, well, using your dots in melee who also have an initial damage component. As long as lag is not messing you up, I think determination is faster than assailment. In the fray, sorry. In the fray is faster than assailment. And as you see here, we can still fail this mission. If you leave the bridge, if you're not paying attention and step too far away, that can happen. That would suck. And you also gotta protect the dwarves. You cannot let them be defeated. That one doesn't sound that hard, but maybe some classes struggle with this more than others. I don't think so. Lore masters have their pets. Captains also have pets, but I mean, even captains who I think are the lowest class in terms of DPS can still go through all these enemies fairly quickly. The game gives you plenty of time to deal with them, so you really don't need to worry too much about it. But yeah, this takes a really long time. But even with this mission, which is one of the longest, I think this day as a whole is one of the shortest days of missions you have available. Because we are just about 20 minutes in, and this is already mission what? Mission number 7? So we are still under the 3-minute average for all missions so far today. This is surprising. I really didn't remember this set of missions to take such a short amount of time. Please tell me we're done. 50 seconds. That means 1 or 2 more waves of drakes. At least make the dwarf scout appear on this bridge. There's no reason why the scout should appear anywhere else. Yep, it seems, yeah. I didn't really pay too much attention to it, but it seems these enemies come every 30 seconds. No, I don't want to step... I mean, that was too close to the border for my liking. We are so close to completing the mission, I wouldn't like to fail it just because the game binder is somehow... or kind of wonky. Okay, he's coming to the bridge, of course, so the immersion detail of having the scout actually walk here is appreciated, but it does take some time as well. And this mission is long enough already. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. Let us do that. It's taking a little bit. Lots of people here today. Lots of cool outfits too. Well done. I thank you for holding the attack and saving the bridge builders. Now we will finish repairing the Hadorians so that trade and movement will be swifter between the Vales of Anduin and the Misty Mountains. And finally, well fed in Wormsgrave. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have just returned from Wormsgrave. They have reason to believe that a chasm once used by Scatha is now a feeding ground for the youngest dragon kind of Ered Mithrim. We cannot allow the like of dragons to again emerge as a threat to the north, not as so crucial a moment in the history of dwarves. You are to travel to Scatha's larder in Wormsgrave and defeat this dragon kind before they can grow to rival their forebears. For the Gabil'akkâ! Deep within Wormsgrave there lies a great larder which once belonged to Scatha the Worm. In recent years it has come to be a fitting ground for the young dragon kind of Ered Mithrim. Your mission is to defeat many of the dragon kind dwelling in Scatha's larder. Yeah, I think I remember this one as well. Defeat dragon kind, yeah. We need to defeat 12 for the mission, but we need to actually defeat 22 for the Slayer deed, so I'm actually debating, should I grind the deed in here now that we are here? I don't remember if we will have any other Dragonkind centric missions after this one. It's very likely we will. I mean, this location is actually really small, so I think we have defeated most of the worms by now. So let us go back to Ausma. Well done, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. Yeah, today was a really short day. Awesome. You have done well, Beriathan. Let the descendants of Scatha come to fear the dwarves as they rightly should. Great. So now what we have here, we wish to thank you for your hard work towards the war effort. Your good deeds shall help secure our foothold into the Gundavad itself. Ah, we also have this one. We wish to thank you. Okay, same text, but slightly bigger rewards. That was the wrappers with Elaf. And, okay, now we gotta go with Hlothy. And we need to complete one of the dailies with Hlothy to complete the wrapper with Stalskik. So I guess that's gonna come tomorrow when we do day 5 of the Elder Slate missions. Stick around and we'll see how that one goes. Alright, so here we are back with day 5 of missions. Let us begin with Hórin once again.
I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have just returned from Ashmar-Sarak. Despite our best efforts, Gorgar's forces have succeeded in positioning more ballistae above the battlefield. Unless they are destroyed, our attacks on the gates of Gundabad are doomed to fail. You must go to Ashmar-Sarak and destroy those ballistae. For the Shelruka, for the Gabil'akkâ. In the armory of Ashmar-Sarak, the orcs of Gundabad make ready their weapons of war. Many ballistae appear from its battlements, keeping watch on the gates of Gundabad below. Your mission is to destroy ballistae in Ashmar-Sarak. Alright, and the twist, once again, reinforcements, pretty basic. We've been in this space already, fighting trolls, but this is the mission I confused the other one for. This is the one in which you need to destroy the ballistae. As far as I remember, this is a really... This can be really short because... Once again, you just need to... You can pull everyone on your path and dispatch them all. So that way you only need to worry about destroying ballistae when all these guys are defeated. And you don't get those annoying interruptions. So it seems we're good to go now. 4 of them, yeah. Yeah, this is very, very simple, once again. And number 4, and I guess we'll need to go back to the entrance. Mission complete. Excellent work, Beriathan. We need not fear the ballistae of Ashmar-Sarak being used against us. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. So yeah, not a big deal going back to the entrance on that one, even though the quest objective is quite linear, but... Well, yeah, not a big deal. Once again, you have done well, Beriathan. Without those ballistae to defend the outer walls of Gundabad, we have bought ourselves time to press the attack. Completed Iskas of the Gabil'akkâ. That opens up a new reputation tier. Awesome. So now we're working towards the next tier, which is the equivalent of ally, but once again, I suck at Kuzdul. Uskash, or well, whatever that's pronounced. That's great. Now, this is the one we have completed. You have reached the rank of Iskas within the Gabil'akkâ, the unified army of dwarves. Awesome. And we got 5 LOTRO points. Glóin is of course only offering the previous quest because they are linear. We cannot do the quest we have just unlocked before completing that one, but that will come later. Let us continue now. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. The abandoned mine Sundergrot lies to the south of here in the Flatfells. We have discovered references in some old records of some kind of hidden treasure inside. What kind of dwarf would I be if I ignored that treasure and waiting? Find it and bring it back here. It will help fund the war effort. The abandoned mines of Sundergrot still hold valuable ore and treasures ripe for the taking. However, the goblin intruders stand in your way. Your mission is to find a dwarf treasure hidden somewhere in Sundergrot, and we have the gated twist for this one once again. Locate the dwarf treasure. Yeah, find the ancient key, find the old key. This is the one I told you about. It's not clear at first where the freaking treasure is. God damn it, who's throwing me like that? So the coffer is hidden here, and I guess we have already triggered the discovery of that objective. This is the treasure, but 2 keys are needed to unlock it. That's right, but there is no indication of the coffer being in here. It will not become selectable if you have the 2 keys, and it blends with the background, so a lot of people get confused, and me included. The first time I did this, I didn't realize that's where the coffer was, so I kept running around this instance
aimlessly for a long while before I finally gave up and looked for the answer online. And this is one of the most infuriating missions in Elder's Late. This appears to be one of the keys needed to unlock the treasure. We need to find the old key. God knows where it is. As long as we don't need to keep fighting sappers, I don't mind. The sappers are a pain. But yeah, as I was saying, this is one of the most infuriating missions in Elder's Late because you find the keys and then you are left with no idea of where to go. And yeah, I've seen a lot of people criticize this mission for that reason precisely. Thankfully, we don't have this issue today. The issue I have now is finding the old key, but at least that one you can find thanks to the lead key, our good old friend. And it seems that we can also avoid some of the sappers in here as well, thank God. This appears to be one of the keys needed to unlock the treasure. Alright. So at least we already know where the treasure is, and all things considered, it's not that complex, but without a proper guidance, this is a pain. Oh my god, I almost fall over there. We have the treasure at long last. Mission complete. We got the treasure. Ah, the dwarf scout will come in here. Yeah, that stands to reason, considering, well, this is where you are bound to end the mission no matter what path you take first. So now we can travel in here. The treasure is yours. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Hórin. Alright, back at the war room. Let's see. Hórin's eyes gleams as he looks over the treasure. Ah, what a sight. It brings a tear to my eye. I will make sure this wealth is added to our war coffers and put to good use. Thank you, Beriathan. Yeah, you're very much welcome. So, which one comes next? Oh, I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. We are currently training soldiers at Skarhult. Since you are an exceptional warrior, we need you to travel to the fortress in Eretz Mithrim and assist with the training of soldiers under supervision of Rankbald. I am counting on you. Yeah, I remember this one. This is one of the long ones too. Commander Rankbald trains dwarves for battle at the fortress of Skarhult in Eretz Mithrim. Your mission is to assist Rankbald with training dwarves for war at Skarhult. Inspiring presence, we have already seen this twist. And this is not a time mission, but you need to train with, what, 3-4 recruits? So this will take a while. Now, with all of those recruits, 6 of them, oh my god. Well, let's get to it. I'm ready, me too. They are signature enemies, so they of course will take longer, and having lacking here does not help at all. That's a recruit number 1. I've been practicing. Yeah, I'm sure you have. Do not hold back. I want to put on a good show for the commander and get promoted. Ah, he will keep cycling and inspiring the dwarves as he goes, I guess. Well, I don't know what your commander is gonna think of your display, but I'm not breaking even a sweat. Ha! Let us spar. Let's see what you've got, Warden. Ah, you will see what I got. You will see all right. Alright. That's the 5th one and now the 6th one.
Do not worry, I will go easy on you. Oh, please don't. Mission complete. And you completed with rank belt. What a cool detail over there. Instead of a dwarf scout. Great work, Beriathan. You have helped train these soldiers well. I know now this will be a battle that we will win. Yeah, but please keep on training. You still have a lot of things to do. Well done. With these soldiers properly trained, we are certain to win this war. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Stormwall. They have found the old ruins partially encased in ice. Unfortunately, the group was running short on time and supplies, else they would have begun to chisel through the ice. We must return to properly clean up the site. This can only be the work of the Frost Horde, and for that it cannot stand. Within the ruins of Stormwall, cold worms have begun building icy walls within the back and lair of Etterfang. Your mission is to clear out ice walls within the ruins of Stormwall. This is another gated twist. I don't remember this one too well. Destroy ice walls. Yeah. Ah, okay. Huh. And this works. All these ice walls, you need to actually fight for yourself. Interesting. Once again, didn't remember this was the case, but... Oh, come on. Stop resisting my attacks. Stop lagging as well, please. Maybe this will not take us as long. Ah, stop doing that. God, let the dot go through, please. Alright, this seems to be a really short one as well, but I don't know how this one ends. So we'll see. Oh, God. Are you for real? I can't be running that low on finesse. So what's the deal with these ice walls? I have no idea. Oh, come on. Or is it that you cannot apply light damage? That doesn't seem right because, well, all the other dots are ice damage. I don't know what the issue is with Shorty of Death. Now, I think we'll need to defeat all the worms that we have not fought yet. That might be it, so let's... Ah, the boss, okay. Harthrek. Mission complete, awesome. So I'm not sure if you needed to defeat all the worms or just the boss, but, well, bottom line, we have them all. Great work, Beriathan. With those ice walls gone, let us return and report your success to Hórin. Doing good today as well, I would say. Well done. That should send a message that Stormwall does not belong to the Frost Horde. We may need to return to Stormwall often to keep our hold upon the ruins. I fear the Frost Horde will return sooner than later. Okay, and now the missions with Ausma. Let us see. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from Owen's Bridge. They have found the bridge to be overrun by the Taurogrim. The Taurogrim continue to be pushed from the Mirkwood and have begun taking lands such as the Thornhold. We cannot let the Taurogrim corruption to spread over Owen's Bridge. We must find the source of their corruption and defeat it so that we can regain control of the bridge. The Taurogrim have taken over Owen's Bridge as their corruption threatens all in the Grey Mountains. Your mission is to defeat the source of the Taurogrim corruption. Another gated twist. What is it with the missions in Elderslate and having the same twist 3 or 4 times every day? Alright, this is another one of those missions in which you only need to worry about the boss, but of course we need the mobs to spawn first. But I think then you just cross the breach and the boss will be on the other side. At least I hope that's the case. And for once, I don't mind getting knocked back, if that means you're sending me along my way. Like so. And like so again. You're just helping me, you know. You're helping me a lot. The Tauro Corruptors protect Glimmerdeep and must be dealt with first. Okay, so this is the manifestation of the gated twist for this mission. Defeating the actual Corruptors. I see. Ah! A horn. I thought I was gonna be facing another wood troll, but I guess not. Mission complete. He dropped some items. Okay. Task items. No biggie. Great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. Let us indeed. Well done. With the source of the Taurogram corruption destroyed, we should be able to retake Owen's Bridge. I just hope the Taurogram do not try to regroup and double their efforts. Yeah, me too. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. My scouts have come back from the High Pass. They could not get to the Misty Mountains, however. It appears the High Pass is protected by a vicious frost drake. They call her Slathra. They barely avoided her wrath and made it out alive. I need you to defeat this vile frost drake so that we can continue scouting the mountains. Let us go. Up on the High Pass, a terrible frost drake guards the mountain path. Your mission is to defeat the vile drake matron who guards the High Pass. And this twist we know as well. Emil's chosen. Alright. Oh, okay. This is also one of the simpler missions. Once again, just race to the end, defeat the boss, and all the ads along the way. But once again, we need all the ads to load. Kinda weird, running in blind, not seeing who you're fighting. Especially because they will try to apply their Perimil Blizzard. And if you don't see them, well, you don't know what you're fighting exactly, but here we are. Completed Dragonkind Leader of Elder Slate Advanced. Awesome! You have defeated Slathra. Awesome! We've been able to complete so many deeds during those mission runs. That's great. So, great work, Beriathan. Let us return and report your success to Ausma. That we do. Now, we have this one, 5 LOTRO points, 2000 virtue XP. Did we level up any virtue? I'm not sure. Yeah, Valor is now level 73. Awesome. Great. 5 LOTRO points. That's it for the time being. Well done. With the matron defeated, we can continue scouting the mountains around the High Pass. The last thing we need is more drakes in these mountains. I would agree with you. I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. All but one of my scouts have come back from Kaivatsar. They have found a fortress of Angmarin there. Skathi did not return. They believe that Skathi is being held captive in the fortress of Kaivatsar. We must attempt to rescue. Far from Angmar, the last stronghold of the Iron Crown keeps watch over Elderslate for the forces of Gundavad. Your mission is to rescue Scothy from the Tower of Kaibatsar. Another gated twist, really? Let us go. I have some memories of this mission as well. But just for once, let us wait for the enemies to spawn so that we know exactly who we are fighting. And as much as I would like to, I think this is a case in which we might want to avoid pulling so many enemies because they apply nasty fears that can stack with each other. So, I mean, I want to fight some of them simultaneously, but maybe not all of them. We did. Hurry, the ritual has begun. Alright, so we are timed for defeating these mobs. How dare you disrupt this ritual? Well, just like that. Actually, fairly simple. You have saved Scothy. That was easy. I was captured. What happened here? I'm glad to see you. I thank you for saving me. Yeah, sure, don't mention it. Great work, Beriathan. Scott is safe and sound. Let us return and report your success. Alright, I think I see why the gated twist repeats so much, because you can have different iterations of the twist. So for example, in this one, it was defeating the boss within a time frame. On the previous one was defeating the ad before defeating the boss. All those works as gated twists, but on top of that, all the enemies that we've found on those kind of missions can apply some of the other twists without having that particular twist be the main core of the mission. Like for example, this boss was using the burning shield, but we also saw reinforcements used before, so it's a little way to mix twists, it seems. It adds an extra ingredient to the missions, but once again, these are fairly simple and quick to do. Well done. I am glad to see Scothy again. We know now to be extra careful around the fortress of Kaibatsar if we are to enter there again. Completed! Awesome! Elder's Late missions, a mountain of missions tier 2. How many deeds have we completed today? So, 2000 virtue XP and some currency. Valor is now level 74. We are about to cap that one as well. And I think we will be able to do that before the end of the 80 mission run that we still have to complete. What do we have here now? I have a new mission for you, Beriathan. I have received urgent word from Glimmerdeep. The Frost Horde descended from the sky and ambushed our warriors. Several dwarves were wounded in the attack and they have great need of your aid in repelling the Frost Horde. You are to travel to Glimmerdeep at once and aid the wounded. We cannot allow Glimmerdeep to fall to the Frost Horde. For the Gabil'akkâ. I don't remember this one actually. Rising into the Grey Mountains above the Greyling, Glimmerdeep overlooks Elder's Late. However, a recent ambush by Dragonkind of the Frost Horde threatens the dwarves, keeping watch from this valuable foothold. Your mission is to repel the Frost Horde attackers and aid the wounded dwarves, keeping watch at Glimmerdeep. Alright, let us go and let's see if I remember what this one is about. 8 wounded dwarves. Yeah, once again, let's wait a second and give everyone the time they need to load. There we go. Okay, this is dwarf number 1. I would have had them, I swear. Yeah, I'm sure you have. But I'm still glad I'm here. Just in case, you know. One-shotting them just as I like. Awesome. So, dwarf number 2.
I would have had them, I swear. Yeah, you too. I'm sure you were. Wink, wink. I'm sure you had it under control. Alright, this is dwarf number 3, and we're really close to dwarf number 4 as well. Back on my feet. That you are. And at least you are not full to the brim with overconfidence. That's good. Humility, I like that. I don't have it most of the time, but you do, and that's great because you needed my help. Anyway, dwarf number 4. Oh, they took me by surprise. Defeat the spawn of Athramot. Above your head you hear a shriek and the heavy beating of wings. And we'll take care of this guy too. No sweat. Mission complete. Really short once again. You arrived not a moment too soon, Beriathan. Let us report your success to Ausma. Let us. Yeah, today was a really short day actually. I have received word of your efforts at Gralimbarth, Beriathan. Had you not come to the aid of our dwarves, the outcome of the battle might have been much different and far more bloody. Very good. Very good indeed. Now we can also complete the dailies. We have already completed the wrapper with Elaf, so this is just for some extra goodies. But we're about to complete the wrapper with Clothy. So let us see. Your assistance in the war effort has been paramount to our preparation. Thank you kindly. And what do we have here now? Your assistance in the war effort has been paramount to our preparation. Thank you kindly as well. And you are welcome kindly. Awesome. So this is the end of day 5 of our mission run. As you see here, we are 40 out of 80 halfway through. But I think we have already spent enough time today on this episode doing missions. So the second half of the Elder Slate missions will come at a future date. For the time being though, thank you so much for watching today's episode. Today's last episode actually. I hope you enjoyed and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.